Hey, how's everyone doing? Ooh, I feel like I'm like really washed out and looking kind of odd there, but how is everyone doing? I see some of you guys were already here. Van, it's Michelle. Hi, 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 hi to you too. Maya, I know this one's a little bit late. Oh my gosh, I have the hiccups. I'm sorry. It's gonna be bad. It is late. It's later than I would normally like to do, but I didn't get done work until 6:30, and then I had to go to the grocery store to buy food. I'm gonna have the hiccups through like all of this. I can already feel it. So yeah, by the time I got home, it was already like 7:30 and I hadn't ate anything. So yeah, I'm sorry it's a little bit late. Maybe the next one though. So not next Friday, but the Friday after. Maybe you could join us and I won't have the hiccups. That'd be wonderful. Hello, Loretta. Thank you. Leah, whoa to you too. Hi, friend. Um, oh my gosh. Lizzie, I'm making a Sally keychain from Nightmare Before Christmas. Ooh, cool. I'm working on a knitting project. I'm doing a Harry Potter knitting kit that I got for Christmas, actually. It's supposed to be slouchy socks and mittens, but the mittens are more like hand warmers. I don't know if I'm going to make the hand warmers or if I'll make something else with the wool, but I'm in the process of making the first sock. Oh my goodness. These hiccups are going to be killer. Hey, to you too, Pause Gaming. I feel like you've told me your name before and I can't for the life of me remember what it is. So I'm very sorry. Lloyd, I'm doing good. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Oh my gosh. Sorry for the animal spam last time. It was good. It was good. I loved it for like the next 2 days after the live stream. There was all kinds of people who had never messaged me before sending me animal pictures and stuff. It was great. I mean, my coworkers and stuff were definitely giving me some looks like, why is your phone still blowing up? And I was like, well, you see, it's all about the animals. Lloyd, you said you've been better. You're nodding a tiger. Ooh. Very cool. You know, I started a tiger pattern once and I was doing it as like a scrap project. And then I got like a decent chunk of the way into it and my daughter, it was on a stick and my daughter pulled up on the stick and snapped it right in the middle. And then I just got fed up. I didn't bother. I didn't bother trying to feed a new stick and I was just like, "Oh, never mind." Hi Kevin, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Lloyd, I love the animal talk last time too. Yeah, everyone likes animals, right? Yeah, well, if you need any, I have plenty. Yes, yes, yes. No, we've had pretty much I wanted to say all the dogs, so we've had more dogs at work this week than usual, so it's been great fun. Hi, Marissa. 26 what? Burke Halter family. I'm not sure. 26 what? I don't know. Oh, RIP, rip that tiger. Yeah, basically. I still kept it because I'm like, well, maybe one day I'll pick up the inspiration. But I was trying to use scraps and it became much finickier than I thought it would very early in. So I wasn't too keen on picking it up right away. At least it wasn't about toes. Oh, yes. I remember the toes stream. Yeah, our live streams, it doesn't matter if I'm like, you know what, I really want to talk about this thing. It's like I could start talking about that and we end up like way out in left field by the time stream's done. We're on a completely different subject. It's great. I ran out of craft kits and so I need to go to Michael's. I didn't even know that these Harry Potter craft kits like existed. And my mom sent me one for Christmas, and I was like, "What is this?" Like, it's officially licensed and everything. I'd just never seen them before. So, I mean, I'm pretty excited about it, but I've never had them before, so it's pretty cool. Anything but the toes. I love that for the most part, most of us that show up, or most of you guys that show up for the live stream, it's like the same recurring people. So it's like if someone says, like, as long as we're not talking about toes, it's like the whole chat gets it. I love that that's like a thing now. That's so cool. Oh, the 24-hour challenge. It went well. I did it. It went well. I do have it filmed, and I was able to film in the course of that, like, 2 or 3 other videos as well. So I'm at a point right now where I've got like 4 or 5 videos like fully recorded. I just need to sit down and edit them. So I'm hoping to be able to get that done this weekend, because this week I was doing like 10, 11, 12-hour days at work. So by the time I got home, I really didn't want to edit. That's like my least favorite part about making videos. So um yeah, I'm hoping to get that done this weekend. So hopefully we can see some content going up. And I'd really like to get a steady stream of content going up. So that would put me a couple weeks ahead, and then hopefully we can keep it up from there. You want to talk about crafts, and then we end up at toes. Yep. That there's there's so many random. I remember we had one stream that was like there was like solid at least 5-minute conversation about ice cream cake. There was that one, there was toes, there was pets. Every live stream seems to kind of have its own theme. I missed the toast stream, darn. I mean, it was that I think that was our most random stream. That one was like literally every 2 comments in the chat was like a completely different topic. Like if you left for 3 minutes to get a snack, you'd have no idea what you were jumping back into. It was that one was a chaotic one. You're excited for the 24-hour one? Yeah, I think the 24-hour ones are fun. I mean, I had some good laughs. There was one thing I wish I had caught on camera, because like that day, I wasn't like I had woke up and was like, okay, I've just woke up. Let's start the 24-hour challenge. It was like I had literally like woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, gone into work, worked all day, did the live stream, and then started my 24-hour challenge after the live stream. I'm like, I could have included the live stream because I was actively like doing things. So, anyways, partway through the night, I was working on a Kumihimo. I was literally so tired I couldn't even keep my hands up. I would move like 2 strings and my hands would just slowly sink down, and I'd be like, and like keep going. So I was pretty happy with this one. So I hope you guys like it too once I get it edited. From now on, when I join in, I'm just going to say toes. I feel like that's basically how it started last time, wasn't it? Just like toes. Don't you think toes are weird? And then the whole conversation just turned sideways. What are you knitting now? I'm working on a Slytherin House Harry Potter knitting kit to make slouchy, like lounge socks, I guess they would be. So far, it's not a very difficult pattern at all. The wool is okay, honestly. Not the highest quality, but it's fun. It's turning out pretty cute. This is the first sock, so I don't have a finished product to show you guys yet, but that is what I'm working on. I may not have seen the lives in real time, but I rewatch them when I craft. Well, at least you got to this one, because I know you've messaged me a few times that you've missed the streams. So I'm glad, Andrea, that you finally made it to this one, because I know I know we've been chatting a few times and you were upset that you had missed them. One of your cats, Loretta, is laying on top of the couch snoring pretty loud. I don't know. I guess maybe I have heard a cat. I was going to say, I don't know if I've heard a cat snore, but I think I have. But I've never heard a cat snore loudly. I feel like that would be kind of funny. Bro, have you had Edward's pie? It's absolutely legendary. No idea. No idea what you're talking about. Pause gaming. I wasn't even sick then. I don't remember what I was doing. The toast stream. I was like, what are we talking about? I am like so tired. I debated on not doing the stream tonight and I was like, nah, I gotta do the stream. Gotta do the stream. I haven't been able to get a video out. I gotta do the stream. So I'm hoping I want to jump into editing the 24-hour challenge because I think that's going to be the funnest one to edit. But I feel an obligation to get the final installment of the Fall Not Along out since it's actually, like done. Wow, you're hustling, LOL. Yeah. My mood this year is to like pay stuff off and I owe hours at work. So I'm trying to do that and I'm trying to stay on top of everything. So yeah, I feel like I'm maybe extending myself a little too far, but I have it better blocked out than I've done things in the past. So it's like I feel like mentally I'm better prepared for it because I have like timelines set out to do things, which I feel like makes just a huge difference. So how did that bracelet go that you were making last live stream? To be honest, I don't even remember what bracelet I was. Oh, that was the Kumihimo, wasn't it? Hold on, I think in here. It was this one. So this is like, these are like braided ties. So it goes from here to here. It's long enough to be like a necklace, like not a choker, guys. Like I could fully tie this on and it would be like a loose necklace. Like that's how long it ended up being. So that's kind of funny. I had a good laugh about that because I finished this in my 24-hour challenge. But yeah, it like wraps around my wrist like 3 times. It's ridiculous. Actually, I have a hair tie on. Maybe I could actually show you guys. Like, so yeah, that's if you cut your string to the length you would need for a knotted bracelet and then make a kumihimo with it, you're going to make a necklace is the measurement. No, I said something like, don't mind me cracking my toes. Yeah, I can't remember. It was like one comment and then that turned into like a whole side stream in that side stream, like whole side conversation through that whole stream. P.S. And YouTube still didn't remind me. It'll remind me tomorrow. Why? That's so bizarre. Maybe it has to do with like the time zones or something? I don't know. But you know what? There's some channels that I was experiencing the same thing. Like for regular videos, YouTube would tell me like the next day that someone had posted. And I'm like, I've already found it on my own by that point. Thanks. Like, what's the point if you're not going to tell me? Edward's pie is a kind of ice cream kind of pie. I'm lactose intolerant and I can prematurely write it down as my cause of death because wow. Oh. I don't think I've ever had ice cream pie before. Maybe I have once. I don't really remember. But I don't think so. Generally, my go-to is like Dairy Queen. Not gonna lie. That would look cool on you as a necklace. Yeah, I feel like it would be a pretty cool necklace. I feel like for me to actually wear it though, I probably would use like different colors or maybe a different pattern. I mean, I would wear this, but I feel like I'd wear it more in like the summer. That's kind of washed out the colors, but there's like orange, yellow, green, blue, and black in it. So I feel like if I were to wear it on more of a regular basis, I should have done like purples and blues or something instead. Oh well. It's cool. I may wear it once or twice, or I may just keep it there. Or maybe I'll make like a miniature pouch or something and use it as a drawstring instead. I don't know. We'll see. Yesterday, me and my family and my aunt and uncle went citrus picking. Oh, cool. And today we went strawberry picking. I have never been citrus picking. I've done strawberry picking a lot and like raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, like berry picking, done lots of. I've never done apple picking and I've never done citrus picking. So I feel like I want to do that at some point, but I mean, people don't really grow citrus here. Like Canada isn't known for their citrus growth. I think BC does some, but um yeah, Canada's definitely not like known for its citrus growing. um I assume that's supposed to say hopping between you and a friend of mine. Oh, streams? That's cool. I don't watch a lot of live streams. I feel like it's just because a lot of them always come up and like notify me and they're like at awkward times. There's some that I like, there's been a couple, but it's like generally it's when I'm sick or have to stay home or something that I'll watch it because I'm like at home. But like if people put a live stream at 12 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday, I can't watch it. I'm at work. So I don't catch a ton of live streams. I've popped into a couple here or there, but I've never really stuck around on a regular, like, daily basis to I had split that string and now it's all wonky. Kevin, you sent a picture. Let's see. You guys, I said this last time. You guys are more than welcome to send me pictures of what you're working on. You can send them to me on Instagram. I'm Meg Makes Crafts over there. Yeah, feel free to message me. If we're messaging during live stream, I will try to look at it if you're sending pictures and stuff. Otherwise, if you're messaging like outside of the live stream, I will like try and answer as soon as I can. Sometimes it's a day, sometimes it's a couple days, but I do try to answer everyone. I think you sent me a picture of this already, Kevin. But it's very good. It's a very unique color combination because I don't know if I would have put that yellow and that I don't even know if you guys can tell, but there's like a pale, pale pink in there. And it looks cool. Very cool. I feel like, yeah, you had told me that that was your first arrowhead bracelet. And you know what? I feel like a fraud because I've been bracelet making for almost 20 years and I've never made an arrowhead bracelet. In fact, in fact, I I made chevrons and the book that I learned chevrons from called them arrowheads. So I think if you were to go to my like very it's not my first video, but like my arrowhead or chevron tutorial on this channel and I like read the intro, I'm pretty sure it says arrowhead bracelets, which is not what anyone calls them anymore. Never been apple picking. I'm so sad for you. Like, yeah, I've never been like to an actual orchard and gone apple picking. There's a couple random apple trees in one of the parks here, and it's like I've pulled like one apple off, but I've never been like actually apple picking to like pick a basket, a bushel of apples. Yeah, like I've never actually been in an orchard. Citrus picking is hard. Thankfully, we found a ladder. Being from the Midwest, I've been apple picking a lot, but that was my first time citrus and strawberry picking. Cool. Yeah, I've done like my mom grew up outside a lot and like I spent a lot of time outside. So we used to do berry picking a lot, like wild berry picking. So I like we would drive out on the country roads and my mom would be able to spot them from a mile away driving down the road and we would take like containers and literally on the side of the road like pick raspberries and stuff. So yeah, that's the majority of mine and then I've gone to like an actual strawberry picking farm and picked strawberries. But again, like citrus, apples, I've never done that like formally in a orchard. Um, where was I? Just curious, are you on Mashonaut's Discord? I don't really use Discord a lot. It's not one I keep on top of. I think I technically am, and I think I'm technically on Claire's as well, but I do not participate. Like, I haven't gone on Discord and I don't know how long. So, yeah, like I wouldn't have any relevant context to what's going on over there on their Discords, but I think technically, yes. Hold on a second. I just need to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Um, Loretta says that's a cool bracelet, Kevin. I'm not sure if you saw that. I've made exactly one arrowhead and it was a pain, to be honest. Yeah, I've just never made it. I think it's because, like, honestly, I feel like I'm more drawn towards alpha patterns than normal patterns. That's not to say I don't enjoy knotting normal patterns. I still do. But when, like, looking at the grand scheme of things, I almost always gravitate towards alpha patterns. So I feel like it was just one that was kind of like, by the time I had, like, found the pattern, I was already so deep into alphas and stuff that I was kinda like, "Why would it I don't wanna say it's basic, but it's like it doesn't look very complex, so I was kinda like, "Why would I do that when I could do this?" You know? But I feel like I have to make one. I feel like I have to make one soon because are you even a bracelet maker if you haven't made one? That's kinda how I feel. It's like a staple pattern at this point. How long does it usually take you to make a chevron? I have a video for that. It generally takes me about an hour. I mean, obviously, it depends on how many colors are in it, how many strings are in it. But if we're talking like, I consider like a standard chevron to be like 4 colors and the string is folded in half. So like 8 strings, 4 colors. That takes me about an hour. And then obviously like anklets and stuff a little bit longer, but for an actual bracelet, about an hour. A little under an hour. I think in my video I did it in like 50 minutes. Like, yeah. So a little under an hour. Also, like there's a lot of contributing factors, how distracted I am, stuff like that. But about an hour. Kevin says, "Thanks, Loretta." I'm glad you saw that, Kevin. Sorry, I'm like I just like totally dropped that sentence in like the middle of the sentence. Oh, I just like stopped talking. I was like knitting. Oh my gosh. I've missed your beautiful voice. Well, thank you. I don't know. I feel like it sounds a lot better than I think was it the last stream or the stream before where I sounded like I was dying? Or maybe maybe I didn't end up doing the stream that week. I tell you what, guys, I've got some like blooper footage of I like really, really badly lost my voice, like the worst I'd ever lost it, and like couldn't talk. And everyone that I did have to talk to was like crying, laughing because it was basically like squeaking and then like nothing but air coming out. And so they're like, you should film a video like that because it'd be hilarious. So I did the intro like 3 different times and I couldn't even get through it because I was laughing so hard, but it hurt my throat so much I didn't end up doing the rest of the video. But I may like clip it into the start of something somewhere because it was going to be um the intro on I think the fall not along, the start of the fall not along, the last episode. But yeah, was pretty funny. But I'm trying to think if I did a stream like sounding really raspy and gross because I feel like it was a while that I had no voice. Loretta says you're welcome, Kevin. I don't think there's anything going on in those discords. Just curious because I deleted Instagram. Yeah, I don't really keep up on the Discord thing. Like, I think it's mostly about time. Like, there was a time where I spent, like, every day on different forums, and, like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I made some really good friends through forums, but, it's just become a time thing. Like, I've really found that I've had to kind of pick and choose what I want to focus on. So, like, even, like, some of my hobbies, I've just basically had to drop because it's like, okay, you get to pick kind of, one thing and 1 or 2 things, and that's it. You can't keep doing everything. So, that's kind of where I'm at, and so kind of the forum thing kind of fell to the side. I've never made an arrowhead bracelet either. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm missing a ton. Like, it looks like a pretty straightforward pattern, but I don't know, I've just never made it. I've seen some really, really nice variations and stuff, and I've seen some really, really nice ones on Instagram and everything. I don't know what it is. I've just never been, I guess, compelled to make one myself. I don't know. I feel which is odd because I'm definitely a person who likes to fall back on the basic patterns. Like, I make chevrons left, right, and center. If I'm bored, I'm like, "Eh, we'll make a chevron. Why not? Make a chevron." And, yeah, I feel like it would be an easy staple pattern to have, like, in the bracelet maker's arsenal, but I've just never made it. This looks like spam. I lost my voice years ago and I brought a dry erase board to work. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever done that. I just talk through it, which is really not good. Like, you should do the dry erase route, but for the most part, yeah, I up my fluid intake and like my warm fluid, so I'll like drink more tea or stuff like that. Rip. I don't know what your rip was in affiliation with me losing my voice because, like, probably. Um, Hi, I'm Carol and I live in Brazil. Hi, Carol from Brazil. What time is it? Is it what? Whoa. What time is it in Brazil right now? Ooh, the spammers have found us tonight, friends. This is gonna be a fun one. Does anyone have any plans for this weekend? I don't think I'm really doing anything. Okay. Sorry, I was just reading the moderation comments there. Um, Making sure I had removed the right ones. But I don't really think I have anything planned. I was kind of debating on maybe heading down to Edmonton, but then we got like freezing rain and everything else, and I don't think the highway's nice. So I'm kind of like, part of me wants to get out of town and do something, but the other part of me is like, or stay home and get stuff done, edit things, film things, get that on track before you start gallivanting across the province, you know? You know? Not my internet cutting out again. Oof. That sucks. That happens at my work all the time. I don't have it happening at home very often, though what they do like to do, the company that our internet is with, is sometimes like when they push updates, they'll do them at like 1 or like 3 in the morning. And I'm like, do do you not understand that there's a large population, like, that's their predominant internet time? So, that's frustrating if I'm, like, being my normal night owl self and then, like, mid-movie or something, the internet craps out. No fun, no fun, no fun. Lloyd, you're back at college, so lots of homework. Did you bring your string this time, or are you stuck with flaming Elmo colors? Hopefully, you added some more colors to your college string arsenal. Um, Yeah. Hopefully college is going well for you. Homework was heavy. It is heavy at post-secondary. I feel like just in general, homework has gotten absurd. Like, I remember even in high school, like, the teachers being like, "Well, you should have 3 hours of homework a night." And I'm like, "3 hours of homework a night from 4 classes a day? There's literally not enough time in the day, lady. What do you want me like, this doesn't make sense." Hoping to finish my pencil case this weekend. I'm almost done the princess project. Are you knotting a pencil case or are you, like, sewing a pencil case? And I saw your princess project. Can I show pictures, Andrea, of your princess project? Let me know. Andrea's working on a cross stitch with all different Disney princesses in it, and it looks like chef's kiss, so good. Are we doing another nod along? I wanted to ask you guys about that because I thought about, like, I know it's like maybe a little bit putting the cart before the horse because, like, I still technically, you guys don't know technically that I have finished that nod along. But I was like, well, maybe actually one of my coworkers came up to me and asked me if I was going to be doing a Valentine's bracelet. So that got me thinking. I was like, maybe we should do like a Valentine's nod along. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not really someone who really celebrates Valentine's Day, but there's some cute little patterns with like hearts and stuff in it. Like I saw one that was like a cow with hearts and little heart eyes. I'm like, that's pretty cute, not gonna lie. But yeah, that's what I was actually going to ask you guys. Would you guys be interested in doing another nod along, or would you just prefer maybe a few different tutorials? I don't know what you guys would prefer. Do you like the nod alongs, or do you want to give a little break to nod alongs and do a few seasonal tutorials? I wanted to ask you guys what you thought about that. Lloyd, yes, I brought my string, LMAO, but I'm already running out of black. You just can't win, can ya? I definitely pulled the wrong end of this ball out. Boo. There. Okay. That's gonna tangle and become a mess, but too late now. Ever since we flipped the breaker, my internet and the heat haven't been working the best. Ooh, that's not good. I don't know about the temperature where you are, but that would not be fun where I am to not have your heat working properly. Internet's one thing, but the heat is a whole different ballgame. I think we were like minus 38 today. We got warm for a while. We got above zero. And then within the same week, dropped to minus 35. What is the world doing? COVID makes college odd. I imagine it would. And to be fair, I feel like my college experience is a little bit skewed because I did a fast track program. So I did like the normal length of program, but I did a semester in the summer, which was like, honestly, was fantastic, which really, really surprised me to be saying that. But it was so cool because there was only a couple of programs that had a summer semester. So it was like you knew everyone that was at the school. And it became like literally the entire class was in all the same classes together. So then we would do like a massive like beach days and everything where literally everyone in the class would go to the beach and like everyone was just hanging out and it was so quiet in the school and it was actually really, really peaceful and nice. And even the school put on like a couple barbecues and stuff. So yeah, it was actually really cool to have a summer semester, which sounds so weird. It was something I never thought I would say, but I could not imagine COVID. Are your classes like half online, half not online? One of my friends, like all her classes are pretty much online, except for she's going for nursing. So it's like everything's online because we don't want you around people. But by the way, you have to go do a placement in the hospital. Like, doesn't make sense. Oh, I forgot I put that in there. I lifted this up expecting it to be ice water and just got Coca-Cola. I love Coca-Cola. It's like there's something about Coca-Cola, I'm telling you. Everyone at my work is addicted to it. We clear the machine out of Coca-Cola all the time. I'm game. Yes, Valentine's Day not along. I found that I don't really watch the not alongs, but they are cool. Okay. I might not be single this Valentine's Day. Congratulations. That's awesome. I will be. So that's awesome to me too. And to anyone else. Hopefully everyone has a decent Valentine's Day, whether you celebrate it or not. Lloyd says, congrats, Leah. It was warm this week. It got above 0. Wow, I can't imagine being that cold. Yeah, it's not fun. Okay, I think Andrea has sent us an updated. You've got so much more done. Like, I don't listen. I've cross stitched a couple times, but it's not like my primary craft. It takes me a long time to do. But look at that. And like that is not a like fake picture. She's been sending me work in progress photos on this. How amazing is I can't imagine how much time that took. I can't believe you've got through that as quickly as you have. Oh my gosh. You're so talented. Like, man. I just dropped something. What did I drop? Oh, my yarn. That's not helpful. Oh, Celsius? Yes, Celsius, yeah. And for reference, I think it's -40 becomes even with Fahrenheit. Right now, my classes are all online, but they want to switch it back to in person soon. That's interesting. I think they're kind of doing the opposite here. Anyone that's in person is slowly being migrated back to not in person. Coke is amazing, but cherry Coke is just yes, absolute hands down, friend. Okay, like yes, yes. The only thing is not every store sells it. It's back again because for a while you could never find it. You could never find it. And now it's back. So that is wonderful. The only Coke I don't like is vanilla Coke. I don't like vanilla Coke. I find it's too much for me. I don't like it. But all the other Coke is decent. I mean, Diet Coke is kind of like but if I have to, you know? It's been mid-30s at night, but today it was in the 80s Fahrenheit. Welcome to Florida. I don't even know what the conversion is on it. I probably should. I think we were taught in school at some point, but I don't really remember. I think 75 is around 15 degrees Celsius, I think. 30 Fahrenheit to Celsius. Okay, so 30 is -1 for you. Okay. Okay. And today was in the 80s. 80 Fahrenheit to Celsius. Thank you. 26 degrees. I'm so jealous. That's amazing. I can't wait until we have the sun again. I honestly. The first 30-degree like I'm just going to bake in the sun. I am just going to create a human-sized baking sheet and just lay out in the sun like a cookie. It all depends if I feel ready or night. Was that supposed to be ready or not? Oh yeah, literally 2 comments down. Not. Okay. Yeah, for if you're feeling up to doing cross stitch. Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's not one that I do a ton of. I really don't know why. Because there's a lot of really cool patterns and stuff. I don't know why I don't do that one. It's kind of like the arrowhead. It's like I don't really have a real answer as to why I don't do it more. And there's a bunch of people saying, wow, Andrea, great job. Amazing. You think you've taken 90 hours on that? Wowza. Wowza. You went into it thinking quick project. You showed me, I remember you sent me the picture, and I think you had the first picture was like just 2 or 3 of the princess panels, and I was like, "Oh, she been going a long time." And then it's like it grew substantially, and I was like, "Oh, she been going a long time." And then I saw that, and I'm like, "A girl dedicated her life." Oh, yeah, I've never done a cross stitch project that big. I do have one that's relatively big, but it doesn't have a lot of color changes in it. It's a wolf pattern off of bracelet book, actually. Fun fact. But yeah, I've never completed a large cross stitch project. Um, the sun never left back in the Midwest where I lived. It was -5 when I was in the sun picking strawberries. Like, listen, okay? I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Like, I want the summer weather so bad. It's not even funny. We have been extremely cold this winter. Like, generally, we get 1 or 2 weeks where it's like you see that feels like with the wind temperature get to like -50, and it's not fun. It's like if you walk outside without gloves on, you could feel your fingers getting frostbite. Like it's not fun. And we've had from like the beginning of December until like the first week of January or first like week and a half of January. And then we got like 1 week of like this really weird warm weather. And then it cooled down to like -20, which is like kind of a normal winter temperature. It's not terrible. And now it's just plummeted again. And I'm like, come on. Why do we have to be -40 all winter? It's not okay. It's like, why don't you move, Megan? Well, that's complicated. But I would much rather live somewhere without snow. I'm not a person that would miss snow. Like I know there's some people who are like, "Oh, but when you don't have all the seasons, you miss snow." No. I will never. If I move somewhere where there's no snow, I will not miss it. I can guarantee it. There is nothing I like about it. Welcome to Megan's winter rant. Ugh. It was only supposed to be 5, but that was too short for your princess. That was too short. That would have been like 20 hours or more of work at 4. I would have been like, "Yep, these are my 4 favorite." I would have done 1. I'd have been like, "Yes, this is my 1 favorite princess." That would that would have been the extent of it. That's what I would have done. Oh, Lloyd, not feeling well. We'll go hide under the blankets. Bye, y'all. Have fun. Oh, feel better, friend. Thank you for joining us. I hope you feel better soon. And I hope you have a good weekend. And if you are feeling unwell, I hope you get to eat all the things that comfort you and make you feel better and watch all the movies that comfort you and make you feel better and just live in a cozy cocoon all weekend because, like, goals. Goals. I hope you feel better soon. Marissa, you have to go now so you can get to work in the morning. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. I think we're probably only going to go for like 15 minutes longer because I know it is pretty late for everyone. But like it's after 9 o'clock here already, so I know it's even later some places. Um, I did put my shorts away for a week when it was low 60s. I was in jeans and a long sleeve. You put my shorts don't see the light of day for 90% of the year. Not 90%, that's exaggerated. Honestly, where I am, because I'm so far up north, we get sun for a long, long time in the day. So our summers actually get quite hot, but our winters, we get the opposite where we do not get a lot of sunlight at all. And we get really nasty cold because there's no sun. Feel better soon, Lloyd. That's from Andrea, if you're still here. But yeah, so maybe I'll pick through some patterns for a Valentine's knot along. I do want to do some tutorials as well. Now, last time, someone had messaged me that they were upset it was an alpha and they would participate if it was a normal. So I've been kind of looking and I haven't found any large, like normal Valentine's patterns that I would use for a knot along. So if any of you know any pattern like that, I would like to include a normal as an option because I know some people just don't like alphas. So if any of you know of a large normal like Valentine's love kind of themed pattern, then let me know. Message it to me and drop me in the comments, whatever, because I would like to include one of those as well. And then I think I'll probably do it as a poll, just like the last one. So then I'll pick out like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 that I like, and then you guys can pick which of those is your favorite. I mean, we could go the opposite route too and do like what was it? One year I remember watching a full Jaws marathon on Valentine's Day. And I was like, that's kind of funny. It was like polar opposite. So I mean, we could go that route too and just do like anti-Valentine's Day not along. That would be kind of funny, not gonna lie. But yeah, if you have pattern suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, I managed to get filmed that 24-hour challenge, a tutorial, and what else did I film? I started actually filming a video for this, and there was something else I filmed in there too. The knot along. And I feel like there's something else, but I can't remember what now. I don't know. I've got a few videos worth of footage to go through, so hopefully that will be you know, I don't even remember what I was saying. It's gone. My mind is so fried. Like at this point, I've just been reading through like safety stuff all week and protocols and new protocols and changes to protocols. And I'm at the point where I'm like, I feel like my brain is half mush. So I feel like I'm not even making sense. But there we are. Or it could be pick a pattern that's a certain size. Yeah, we could do that too, where it's just pick a pattern and knot along. Or yeah, that could be an idea. I hadn't really thought about that. And then I thought about maybe doing a smaller knot along where maybe it's just like a keychain or something. Like it doesn't have to be a full massive project. I don't know. Then I've thought of doing more of like a wall hanging that's maybe like the size of the palm of the hand. Something like that. I'm not really sure. More spam. More spam. Yeah, like for example, 35 strings and 50 rows. Yeah, that could be an option too. And then everyone could just like say what pattern they're working on. That could be fun. And 102363. Kevin, I see you have messaged as well. I'm going to look at it just a second. I didn't realize you had messaged right until I picked up my phone. So I'm sorry. I'm not sure how long that was sitting there for. I didn't realize it had gone off. 363. Oh, that is cute. That could be a fun one. Like, I don't know that I do that for a knot along because I feel like it isn't really long enough or big enough to do as a knot along, but that could be a fun maybe tutorial pattern. Thank you, thank you. Now Kevin, did I read that correctly? Your baby blanket got a hole in it? The one that you've been working on for so long? What happened? Did you drop a stitch or something, or did it like get snagged on something? That sucks. Because you had been working on that, I think, like the last 2 streams, which is like weeks apart. Spam, spam, spam. They found us. It boggles. I really wonder how people like the spam finds the live stream because there's some weeks where there's a lot of it, and there's some weeks where there's like none of it. I really don't understand. I don't understand. But regardless, we're here. The rest of us are having fun. Hopefully. Hopefully you guys are having fun. I'm just talking on your behalf now. But yeah, I think I'm going to Kevin has just dropped a pattern number in the chat. 22291. 22291. Let me see. Oh, that's cute too. What do the pictures on this look like? Because I have a feeling. I'm going to make a prediction before I actually look. I got almost to the point and then I didn't open any of them. My concern, anytime I see a pattern, come on. And I don't know how well you guys are going to. Oh, there we go. Okay. Anytime I see a pattern where your hearts, or I've seen, I think there's a B pattern that's like this as well, where it's like individual, like 3 dots make a heart. Almost every single time I see a picture of it, like of an actual bracelet like that, I find it doesn't really end up looking like what it should from like the picture, like the pattern picture. So I'm kind of curious, how heart-like does it look in the actual pattern? Not bad. Okay. Okay. That could be a cute one too. Adding that to my to-dos. Guys, I've got how many to-dos do I even have? I don't even 1,543. I would have to make like 3.5 bracelets every single day for a year to hit that. Like it's never going to happen. I'm at the point where there's some days where I'm like, maybe I should just delete all of my to-dos and start again. But I feel like it won't take very long to just take off and fill up again. Then I'm also like a little bit of FOMO because I'm like, well, what if like I do that and then I lose some really cool patterns that are just so far back in the database, I'm probably not going to find them again. Cause like I've been curating this to-do list for like 9 years, right? So I don't know. Also, this is really random, not related to anything, but I found this pattern earlier today and I just thought it looked so cool. So I may do a video on that because like I have the urge to like literally go to the store and buy the colors for this. I just think it looks so like cool, funky, and psychedelic. Just throwing that one out there. But oh, and this one. This was another cool one that could be a fun one too. There's so many. I should really do another cleaning up my to-dos video. That's what I should do because I am crying and it's to-dos that come out because it's just overflowing. Hmm. It has something to do with the SEO. And you know what I'm wondering is I think the last time that I did a live stream and got a lot of spam, I had used tags when I made my live stream. Like, you know how you can tag a video with like things that people might search to try and find it. So, like, normally for a bracelet video, you might say friendship bracelets, bracelet, handmade, jewelry, macrame, like whatever, right? Anytime I add tags onto a live stream seems to be when I get tons of spam comments in the chat. And all the other times, it's like generally you might get like one person, but for the most part, it's really like it doesn't really happen. So I'm wondering if that's it, if I should maybe just not put tags in until like after. I don't know. I don't know. True, it doesn't really work in knot form. Yeah, I feel like your knots would have to be pretty perfect for it to look like it's intended, like, ooh, like the picture intended to or the pattern intended it to. So, yeah, I feel like I don't know, when it comes to normals, I don't think my knots are near perfect enough to do it justice, but it could be fun to try. Could be fun to try. Tags do nothing really. It's mainly for misspellings. That's what I always thought too. And that was the impression I was given. But I have kind of noticed trends on, like I said, like the live streams. The live streams that I get like absurd amounts of spam. Like we have had, like, I don't know how closely you guys are watching the chat box here, but I have deleted and hidden at least 6 different accounts in the course of this not even full hour yet, which is abnormally high. And the only other time that I have had an abnormally high amount of spam like that was when I also use tags because I normally don't use them on the live streams. And then to that same effect, I've noticed a difference in views when I add tags onto like my normal videos. So I don't know if it is just a lot of people misspelling things. Cause I'll even put in, I know I've seen some people spell like alpha bracelets like ALFA. So I'll even put that in my tags. But I think like I don't think tags do a lot, but I do think they can guide enough traffic your way to make a difference. Like, I've got a lot of comments from people in the macrame community because I use macrame as a tag, whereas they otherwise might not have found those videos. But maybe that's just parallels that I'm drawing that aren't really there. Like, it's random and I just haven't looked at enough of the data to actually know that for like what is the term I'm looking for? I haven't taken a large enough sample size to really know for sure. I spent hours filling the box and I never got any views, so I've given up. I just have general tags for my channel like my name. That has to do with more than just tags though. Like tags will help people find it, but the algorithm is very like interaction based, which is really crummy because it can be very, very hard to be found in the beginning. For me, I feel like I really lucked out because I didn't really have a long period of not being seen. Like when I tried doing like a booktube channel, I get like 1 or 2 views. And I would tag and everything else the exact same way I do on these videos, which I get way more views on, way more subscribers. And what it honestly came down to is where you begin with your views. So if you're doing some, I personally find that what grew my channel was the use of forums and other social media. So for me, a big thing I found because I was doing bracelet content was when I was first starting, I looked for things that people were asking in the forums a lot. So at the time that I started, one of the biggest questions in the bracelet book forum was, how do you make multicolor alphas? So I was like, I'm going to make that video because I know how to do it. I'm going to make that video. So I made that video, and then I went back to the forum. Like, I let it sit for a while. Nothing happened. But then I went back to the forum and was like, explained it. And I was like, but if you don't understand, like, I made a video. You can look it up. My name is whatever on YouTube. And then they'd find it. And then you get a couple views. And then that gains momentum. So it's kind of, yeah, it's like letting a car go downhill in neutral. It starts out and it might not be going fast, but as it gains momentum, it just gets faster and faster and faster until you reach the bottom of the hill, sort of thing, right? So I found my channel views, my views tend to spike up whenever I link my videos back to like bracelet book or a related community, or even now that my Instagram has grown a bit, to my social media there. If I say like, oh, just posted this new tutorial, check out my YouTube channel, link in bio, then I find a difference there. But as far as like, I guess I've never really not put tags on my normal videos. Like, I did for a little while, but I don't know. There became a point where my views dropped down, and I don't know whether it was just because people didn't want to watch the content or if it was actually tag related or not. And then I started tagging again and views went up, and I don't know. It like, there's so many factors that can be taken into it. So like I said, it may just be that I haven't taken a large enough sample size, because I was under the same impression that tags were pretty much for misspelling. But then my brain connected certain things, and I'm like, I don't even know if they're like, my brain's just trying to connect two things that are there. But yeah, YouTube's finding views, creating content. Sometimes you just have to realize it just, you're never going to make sense of it. That's what I've also come to realize. Like, I had a picture on Instagram go like, I guess viral. Viral for like a content creator my size. It had like over 7,000 likes on it or something like that. I haven't looked at it in a while. And I still to this day don't understand why. It was pictures of chevron bracelets. I don't understand it. But yeah, those are the things I've noticed. But like I said, I think I have less than 100 videos on here. So I don't know that my sample size is large enough and that I've experimented widely enough with it to be able to say for certain. But as far as the live streams go, I do think it's interesting that the 2 times I've actually used the tag feature is when the spam accounts come. But anywho, I feel like I'm just blabbing on about nothing. Well, I'm blabbing out about stuff, but I feel like it's stuff you guys don't care about. So anyways, guys, I think I'm going to sign off. I'm going to look at some patterns for a Valentine's knot along. And yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So thank you for joining me, guys, on this lovely Friday night. I hope you all have a great, great evening, morning, daytime, whatever time of day it is for you. And I hope you all have a great weekend and you all stay safe and happy and healthy and all the fun things. And thank you for joining me. All right, guys. Bye.